Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us today for our presentation. I'm here with myself, Brenda.
I'm Rihanna.
Rosemary.
And I'm Gideon.
And today we're going to be diving into the world of floss picks and Superfloss and kind of giving you an overview of each and their uses. So first, let's dive into the floss picks.
The major brand names we found to be marketed are Glide, Oral-B, Gum, Dentec, and Equate. We also included picks for kids in the middle. The Life brand is by Shoppers and Equate is by Walmart. Both are very popular as these stores are frequently shopped at. Next, we can look at the price points. So we traveled to different places to find the prices of floss picks. Pharmacy-wise, we looked in Shoppers and Rexall, department stores in Walmart and Zehrs, then online on Amazon. Feel free to pause this presentation to look at the price matching. Where I have the ranges, that means they provide the same amount per pack, either mint, charcoal, unflavored, or whatever it may be. For example, a 50 pack with select flavor can range from $5.75 to $7.45 at Shoppers. The cheapest in-store would be Gum, with a variety of amounts sold. Online, Gum also has a great amount of deals for $50, $150 or more.
Okay, so let's compare some products. So in terms of the pricing, it obviously varies where you go. Walmart and Amazon do offer the best deals if you guys are curious. The use of them, when we're comparing, they're basically all the same. So just follow the manufacturer instructions. Other than that, typically it's just the same use. There are definitely some different types of floss picks as well, and looking at the smoothness, the design of the handles, whether it's coated, the flavors, there are a bunch of differences when it comes to those aspects. And in terms of availability, based on our research in Canada, Oral-B picks are found almost everywhere. Gum as well, mostly everywhere. They're very available. Dentec, though, is a little bit more specific. They're only available at select stores or online specifically. Floss picks in general are available in a variety of places again, so your local drugstores, pharmacies, online, and you would typically find them in the oral health department.
Okay, so we ask ourselves, who is the target audience for floss picks? It is easier to halt for individuals with any medical condition that restricts small movements and dexterity problems. Is recommended for individuals that are afraid of using traditional floss because they find it too difficult or it takes too long. It provides an easy, on-the-go method for those in a hurry. It is great for kids to begin the habit of flossing as many don't have the dexterity for citrine floss. Floss picks are fairly simple to use. Here we will show you from the operator's and the individual's perspective on how to use floss picks. First, we will look at the operator's perspective. Then we will look at the individual's perspective. When using floss picks, slide gently into the contacts by moving the floss back and forth. Once in the contact, make a C around the tooth and move the floss up and down. Do the same on the other contact surface. Ensure you are rinsing the pick between each tooth so as to not transfer biofilm.
Okay, so in terms of advertisements, there's many different forms of them. So there's commercials, there's flyers at the grocery stores, manufacturers' websites, social media accounts. There's also websites like the CDHA and the ODHA that will show these products. And then we do have a couple ads linked down below. You guys can play those on your free time. And again, that's just another media form to get those products out there to raise awareness of these.
So there wasn't a ton of research on floss picks. However, we did find a case study that showed there is a chance of medical emergencies with floss picks because of how small they are. There is a chance they can be inhaled. There was also a blind clinical study done that showed that floss picks are just as effective as string floss at removing plaque if they are used exactly to the manufacturer's instructions. There was another case study done as well that showed that because floss picks are so easy to use, then there is better compliance with clients who did not previously floss or have a flossing habit before.
Okay, so how do we feel after using floss picks? So as a group, we think that using floss picks is definitely better than not using anything at all. We agree that they're convenient, they can be used during your oral care routine, around the house, or even on the go. We also think that floss picks are more user-friendly, so this helps individuals feel more in control as well. However, we all have noticed some big differences when comparing floss picks to regular floss or even Superfloss. So first, floss picks only have a small piece of floss attached, so you're transferring all that debris from one interproximal area onto the next. We can assume that people are not constantly cleaning off or washing that piece of floss attached constantly, so the likelihood of redepositing the debris is very high. Now, the other point that could be dangerous as well is the actual pick on the end of the floss pick. Especially due to the rigidness, it could be dangerous, so there is a possibility for causing harm to the papilla as well as possible recession if it's repeatedly used unsafely along the gingival margin. So even though floss picks might be more appealing to use, there are definitely several risks to consider. So after considering everything I mentioned previously, after trying the floss picks, it's not something we would fully recommend to everybody, especially if they have the dexterity for normal floss. It is easy to use. There is value for the money. It does depend on the usage though. It's pretty accessible, and the comfort, again, it provides good control and it's more comfortable for people. So now let's take a look at Superfloss.
Superfloss is marketed by Oral-B. It offers pre-cut strands with a stiffened end floss threader, spongy floss, and regular floss all in one. The spongy part is made up of cotton or nylon threads coated with wax. So taking a look at the same stores, the cheapest in person would be getting a pack of 2 at Zehrs, as each pack would cost less rather than buying a single one. On Amazon, both 2 and 6 packs come for a great deal. Again, better online than stores could ever offer in person. So Superfloss can't really be compared as Oral-B is the main manufacturer, but it can be found online, in stores, and everywhere. Just depends on the quantity and the amount you want.
The target audience for Superfloss is recommended for those who need help with cleaning or removing biofilm and debris underneath fixed appliances, prosthetics, around implants, orthodontic bridges, or wires.
So here we are showing the individual using Superfloss. So if you have a lingual wire, you want to thread that stiff part of the Superfloss through the embrasure, making sure you're making that C shape on either side of the teeth, and then threading that up and down. And then with that, you would just pull through, because as we know with the lingual wire, you cannot pull up. Now we'll talk about how Superfloss is marketed. You can definitely find it on the manufacturer's website, grocery store flyers, or even when you're searching Superfloss on sites such as the CDHA, there are quick access links to ads from there. Next, let's look at some research on Superfloss. So a study was completed comparing the effectiveness of Superfloss versus string floss to clean proximal surfaces of teeth. And in conclusion, they did find out that more subjects did prefer Superfloss because it was thicker and it felt like it did a better job at cleaning the teeth. And then there was another study done on orthodontic patients comparing water picks and Superfloss. And it did prove that both interproximal tools proved to be safe and effective for use on those clients. In the final research we found, it showed that 3 types of Superfloss were tested and compared. All 3 interdental flosses met the search criteria, and thanks to their quality characteristics, were effective and comfortable for the clients, ensuring daily cleansing of fixed prosthesis on implants and on natural teeth.
So as I have lingual wire, I like that this floss has everything in one, and I definitely recommend it.
As a group, we highly recommend this product because it provides in one alternative to using the combo of floss threaders and string floss, and I think it's value for money.
It's also very comfortable
And accessible.
And it's really easy to use. So with that concludes our presentation. Thank you so much for watching.
And here are our list of references.